Our next inductee is another product of hard work and dedication and a great family background, great teachers. And Julian Edelman might be an example of a person like Isaac who just would not take no for an answer. Well, he's too small. No, he's not. He's too slow. No, he's not. I remember, in fact, I was talking to his mom about this earlier. It was, I think it was 2003. Woodside High, where he was attending, was having a tough football season. Some things went south. And they were playing Burlingame High on a Friday night at Burlingame. And we were in the press box watching. And a lady from Woodside was sitting next to us. She was doing statistics, but almost every other play, she was screaming at the coaches, the Woodside coaches, to change quarterbacks. And sure enough, Woodside was changing quarterbacks. They were going back and forth between two guys. One of them was Julian Edelman. So we're watching this thing, and we're thinking, oh, this is just a nightmare. These guys just aren't very good. And they were getting crushed week after week. So all of a sudden, the next year, new coaching staff, half the team is the same, but they only have one quarterback now, Julian Edelman. That year, 13-0, Central Coast Section Championship. Julian Edelman goes on to CSM. He's quarterback, 5'11". He goes on to CSM, plays quarterback, sets some records, does a great job, winds up at Kent State for several years. You know the story. Now he's with the Patriots, but he's not a quarterback. He's a wide receiver and a return specialist who was injured last year. It's a great story. It really is a great story. There are some common threads. Tom Martinez, the late Tom Martinez, coached Julian at CSM along with Larry Owens. And Tom Martinez also was a quarterback coach tutor for Tom Brady. So there are some common threads, and now Julian plays with Brady in New England. Quite an amazing story, an amazing guy, rehabilitating a serious injury. He's going to come back, I think. Maybe he'll talk to us about that. Julian, come on up.
Thank you. Simply the Best. My dad loved that song, so that was pretty awesome. And my dad has a pair of gold shorts, so I'm a firm believer in the gold shorts. I've been gone from the Bay Area for, I think, 13, 14 years. I went to Kent State, and then I've been in Boston for the last 10 years. And, a lot of the competitiveness and everything I've learned started here, Redwood City 49er, going to Woodside High School, then going to College of San Mateo, and then off to Kent. I learned so many important, valuable things through this thing we call sport. I've seen 6 or 7 coaches I've had here today. I've got Coach O from CSM. Coach Velskow was my JV coach at Woodside. Coach Nick was my senior year coach. Coach Newton coached me at the Lions Bowl, the All-Star game. My father, he coached me. Mike, he coached me in Pop Warner. So, this is a big deal to me. I just want to say congratulations to everyone else that has been inducted this year. It's an absolute honor. You got medalists, you got stud coaches, you got it all. So, competitiveness is something that's been in my blood. Like they were saying, I've heard the word no a lot, and the way I've always tried to overcome that was just worry about what's on my plate at that moment in my life, and not worry about what's being said, not worrying about what I can't control. And it's got me to where I'm at now. And, I'm looking to take it and keeping it going. So if you remember me, just remember, tough times don't last. Tough people do. And thanks for having me, guys.